This here's from Screenrant. It came out a few days ago, and just for some history, Screenrant's been very positive about who's playing Mera. They've had some mixed feelings here and there, but in general, I'd say very positive. Now they have to say Aquaman 2 early box office projections continue disastrous 2023 for DC movies. All right, doesn't sound good if you're a fan of Aquaman 2. If you're not a fan, well, I guess it's the next piece of news. Early box office projections for DC Studios' upcoming Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom don't spell good news for the final film in DC's live action 2023 release schedule. Aquaman quickly became the DCEU's most popular and profitable project after its 2018 release, grossing over $1 billion at the global box office and setting up Jason Momoa for a bright future in the franchise's Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman. They then go on to say that because it went over $1 billion, there was going to be a sequel no matter what, but they also say since it is the final, that means that the film might already be suffering. I guess that's their calculation. Okay, fine. They go on to say it's coming out December 22nd, 2023, and it's the last superhero movie of the year. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. I mean, there's only like 7 days of the year left after that or something. And then they say what we're here for. Aquaman 2 appears to be continuing this trend, meaning the trend of superhero movies doing bad, as early projections for James Wan's upcoming sequel don't spell good news. That's the saddest story I've ever heard. Let's not forget, it's got a budget of over $200 million, so they need $410 million in order to break even. All right, I think it might get that. It might get that. Some people say $1 billion like the first one. Some people say half. Some people say bomb. Some people say 200 million or something. So if you take all the predictions, wrap it up in the middle, you get a little under half. It's possible. I don't hope so, but I wouldn't be totally surprised. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if, it did bomb or make zero. Again in bold, the reshoots were in response to test screenings that evidently didn't garner the response that DC Studios was hoping for. Once again, a very sad story. They say, again, this spells bad news for the film. All right, they like repeating that. They give box office pros numbers, which predicted the first weekend at 32 to 42 million, with a total range between 100 and 168 million, with the account that it cost over 200 million to make. They say that's, and I quote, abysmal. Which, yeah, that's pretty abysmal. Losing like $45 million or something's pretty abysmal. Solo: A Star Wars Story lost 50 million, so we had that. That was fun. They go on to say the future doesn't look bright for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. So they're repeating. I get it. Spells bad news, doesn't look nice. Okay, Screen Rant, we get it. And they put this smack in the middle. All 4 DC movies released in 2023 have disappointed at the box office, and that's the main reason naysayers are saying it'll do bad, is because this has been a pattern. But I say patterns don't last forever. At a certain point, something catches. That's my theory based on YouTube videos. Of course, it's different, but if you look at any channel, I check out a channel once in a while about The Matrix, which is long over, but once in a while, they have videos that spike. So they put out like one a day or something. Most are well under because the franchise is old, but once in a while, one will spike up. That's how things are. Same thing with any topic. If something's, not doing so good, that doesn't mean every single thing does bad. Seems like a cycle of nature. We'll see. I'm not hoping it does. Once again, just saying. And they go on with the negativity. I can't complain, but I'm not going to forgive them for the bad articles in the past. They say pretty much every DC movie lately has received bomb status. And they end with this, that The Flash was set up to be this big movie, big profit maker, and it was a disappointment. Could have been because of Ezra Miller, could have been because of low interest, probably a little of both. Same thing with this one here. If it bombs, well, you know who's in it, and that's going to hurt it, but also low interest. So probably realistically got a combination of everything. But not super concerned with why it does bad. It's just something that obviously some people have been rooting for to happen. Anyway, let's do some shout outs. Shout out to Laura B. Thank you for the long-term membership. Also, Lowe's, very long-time member too. Also, Mac, very long-time member. And thank you so much for that $2 super chat in the premiere of a video. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. Gonna keep up on this. Aquaman 2 is coming out real soon, less than 2 weeks. See you next time.